essentially. They've done round one of a gold, silver championships, round two, semifinals, finals. They're all good to go. And we are good to go with our 3, 2, 1 pills countdown. Really nice opening pills here for Ook, but his luck might be running out a little bit. He needs a lot of yellow and red.
Yeah, that's a lot of yellow on Ook's board, but look at that double yellow,
Wow.
perfectly timed for Ook. Meanwhile, over on the Dave's side, needing a little bit of help with that red over on the left side of his board. He's gonna get it. Would love to see him take this red horizontally. He
Mm-hmm.
does do it. Really nice play there by the Dave.
Yeah, it caused a bit of garbage, but it's kind of worth it. I really just wanted to see it. Um, and he's got 22 viruses to Ook's 15 at the moment. And again, Ook really needing the RNG to pull through with yellows and reds.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Dave is needing too. The yellows and reds, mostly yellow at this point. He does have that one blue pill that he had, or virus rather, that he has access to. And I love what he did with the yellow blue, putting it on the left, prioritizing the yellow. That was a really nice play by the Dave. 13 viruses for Dave, 5 now for Ook, who has an opportunity to set up a horizontal with the yellows, and he's gonna do it. He has this entire board for Ook is really nicely set up for horizontals. He gets the tuck under to get the horizontal red at the bottom, gets the horizontal yellow, clears out this final red vertically. 135 out for Ook.
That is an outstanding time for level 8. And the Dave is just a little bit behind. He needs one more red, and he's getting it. He's out at a 148. So very, very close game here. And Ook starting out his level 9 and managing to work around the lack of exposed yellow situation. Notice he takes out that yellow garbage right in the center. And so now he's back on his feet with this board. Would love to see him get a T over here on the left, John. What do you say? Oh,
Well, he decides not to go for it, and I think it's the right decision. He was gonna need a blue red, and either a double blue or a blue yellow. And as you can see, the RNG not cooperating with him. It was the right decision. Great job by Ook to decide not to hold out for that. As we look over at the Dave's side, a little bit of garbage here, particularly in his column 6. Those blues you see stacked up are leaving him a little bit spired, but it's not going to be too bad for him. Actually, he has the potential to do some horizontals here and be able to use those blues later.
that is true. And he's taken out that garbage with the double yellow right there. So it's really he's going to have to figure out how to clear clear out the center. Ooh, I really would have loved to see that double blue be used on column 3, but there he goes. He gets it, and now he's got a sweet tea setup. Meanwhile, Ook takes out those reds horizontally, a good play. Now, honestly, I think the thing that's holding him up at the moment is the fact that he's got that little piece of garbage over there high up on column 8, and he's going to have to take some drop time.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those situations for Ook where I probably would start building a platform over on the left side, but it doesn't matter. He's able to get that yellow horizontally and then the blue vertically. He was out at about a 337. Looking over at Dave's board, he just needs one more yellow to get out. 349 for Dave. This is still a tight match.
Mhm. Love to see this. And Ook working on the very beginning of this level, he's got a lot of blue and red that he's got to work on. It's pretty closely clustered. He's not going to have to deal with too much drop time. And he does show that he's prioritizing the sides, which is often a good move if you don't have a lot of color diversity. And he's got 36, but the Dave taking a little bit of a lead now.
Yeah, I like Dave's setup. A little more yellow than I'd like to see on the top line, but it's really nice. Wondering if he's going to take this double blue
Hmm.
horizontally. He does. I thought he might go for the horizontal with the yellows as well. Elects not to do that, and it's not a bad decision because he's got the double yellows there in his column 4 vertically. If he gets another double yellow, he'll be able to clear those out together really quickly. And there it
Hmm.
is.
Meanwhile, Ook with 24 viruses to the Dave's about 16. Now, I just really don't like the spacing of the blues on the board. It's not working for me right now, but I was wondering if Ook was going to go for the blues up there horizontally. He didn't, but he's getting a lot of good stuff now. And now he just needs to get quite a bit of red yellow to keep this board moving forward. But the Dave maintaining the lead and setting up for a great sweet tea.
I love seeing this level of play from the Dave. It's been really great. He's been putting in the work. We've seen vast improvement from him over the couple of years. And
I
he's
hope he's
shaking
not
his head.
shaking his head at what you're saying.
I think
That's
that's exactly what just
Oh, that's
happened.
he
Yeah.
is nodding now. Ah. So, some of us would never be caught dead listening to commentary like myself while I'm playing. I just couldn't do it. One time I did it by accident because I readied up before I muted the stream, couldn't handle it. But yeah, we know that the Dave is listening and just doesn't like to take a compliment. So Ook is finishing out the rest of his level 10 there, and he just needs one more red. And there he goes. He gets it out at a 604. Still a tight match.
Yeah, the Dave into a level 11, this final level in this block first. Needing a lot of red and a lot of yellow. That double blue, though, perfect for him to drop down that combo and open up some blue access to the viruses. Meanwhile, Ook on the left-hand side of your screen, looking pretty interesting. Gonna take a drop there. Would love to see him get some more reds to further advance this board, and he does start to get them.
And Dave showing that he is upping that horizontal game. It's looking really good so far. And Ook taking a little bit of a lead here with a horizontal combo of his own, but I hope things don't slow down for him on account of all the yellow that's there. Let's hope that he gets some, and he does. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with this column 8. I'd love to see him tucking the yellows in between there and making that work. And so he does get the double yellow for that and takes it. So yeah, this has been really quick going here for Ook so far in this level 11. He's really torching it.
Yeah, Ook is just playing on another level in this level 11, doing a really nice job. But meanwhile, over on the Dave side, he's also doing a really nice job here. Only 7 viruses behind, and when you're that close to somebody like Ook, it's definitely an accomplishment. And the Dave just needing reds and yellows now. He's actually really set up for some good stuff here. Uh
Oh my gosh.
He's got a
Oh,
potential for a fat
oh,
log on the
come
left side,
on.
but it's gonna be Ook out first at a
Oh,
753.
oh, wow, that was so close. Oh, he almost got that fat log,
He
and
did.
then it did wreck that horizontal, but wow, that is so, so close.
This is exactly what we hope to see in a finals match, especially between these two players. What a game one! I can't wait for game two.
Yeah, and for we love to see players under 8 minutes for that 8 to 11 category. Ook's best ever was 7:05, but his average is an 8:21, so that was way faster than his average there. And that's the kind of game that we love to see in any finals.
Yeah, and these two are already ready to go, and we have our countdown: 3, 2, 1, pills.
Bills. I also believe that had Dave gotten that fat log, he would have beaten his PB by quite a little bit on this level block. So GG's to the Dave, these two bringing out the best in each other.
Yeah, this has definitely been a heated match in the best of ways, and I love to see it. As we look at the Dave's board,
Yes.
lots of blues,
Ooh.
lots of reds at the top here. Really interested to see what he does with the red yellow. He sends it to the bottom. I like the play. He had the potential to maybe tuck it in there to 2 and 3, but I'm thinking that he's got his own ideas, and he's saying, "Yep,
Well, Ook, I mean, he's only got 16 viruses left, and some of the combos at the beginning of this level were so spicy. You probably heard me make a little bit of a noise because I can't even remember what the combo was, but I remember thoroughly enjoying myself. So he is looking really good right now. Now, he does have a bit of this garbage. it's really tough to see the formation that he has there in column 3 because if that yellow were not below the yellow, maybe he'd be working on a horizontal to help himself out a little bit more, but he manages to clear out all that garbage and the double blue, super helpful for Ook.
Yeah, a red yellow would still do it for him. He's not going to need it now, as he gets the yellow taken out and actually uses the red yellow exactly the way that I was thinking he would have, and opens up that red to be able to clear without any obstacles. He's going to be out at a 137. The Dave about 10 viruses behind at the moment, has the potential to clear out this yellow horizontally. Curious to see how
Still
he's
has
gonna
it.
do this.
Mhm.
There it is.
Yeah, he did have quite a bit of option to take that yellow out horizontally, which always feels good. And now he is working there on that bottom row more than the top stuff because really all that he can hope for is that he gets some double reds. But now he's got the right spacing for reds and just we'll need a couple more blues and he'll be out. And Ook into level 9. He's got 31 viruses left. Ooh, this double blue gonna be
Ooh,
excellent for him.
love to see that. And the really nice thing about it is the red piece of pill that was dropped down set him up really nicely for that horizontal, which if you look will drop down the yellows. It would have until it cleared it out. But it
Oh,
would have dropped down the yellows on the underneath. But we do have a bit of a misdrop from Ook there.
yeah, I there there was some there were some really awesome possible moves there, and then it just didn't quite come together. And now Ook's got a lot of blue on the top line, manages to clear off that column 2, which is crucial, right? It helps him get that red exposed, and this red yellow going to be excellent for him. So the center of this board now looking quite good, but it's really a story of needing a ton of yellow. And look at that. You're welcome.
Hey. Meanwhile, looking at the Dave's side of things, it's an interesting board. He's got some nice setups. Would love to see a blue red for him. It's one of the pills that we don't see as often in this game, but hey, I'd still love to see it for him. And there it is.
Nice. Ook taking out a blue there. He's making some moves here. Now, I'm curious to see what happened with that red in column 4. Yeah, I was wondering why the yellow was blocking it, and he didn't do that. I guess he didn't want to take drop time. Now he just needs one more yellow and set it up so that there was not going to be a drill play, so he wasn't going to have to wait for both the red and yellow to fall. Nicely done. So he's out at about a 410.
I mean, both the red.
Uh, uh.
Anyway, ow, cat just bit me.
Well, you deserved it.
I did. No, she wants her food. Anyway, getting back to the game here, we have the Dave trying to set up some looks like some horizontal red stuff. Fortunately, getting the red rush that he needed, and he's got the double red set up. We'll see if he goes for it with this red blue here. He is gonna go for it. Really nice play there by the Dave, and a bit behind Ook though at this point.
Hmm. Yeah, this is a tough situation. He's out at a 501, and Ook is already halfway through his level 10. Now, he does have a little bit of a tricky situation here because he had those competing plans. It was like, oh, is he going to try to take out those reds horizontally at the top? There's still so much garbage there, but he goes for it. And he needs to use that blue, and you see his face changes a little bit. Yeah, he'd really like to only use blue on blue viruses.
Wondering if Ook was trying to swim that double blue to get the horizontal clear. And if he was, it didn't quite go, but it doesn't matter. He does get the horizontal blue. Now just needing a heck of a lot of yellow to advance this board. Those red pieces of garbage a little bit in the way could potentially cause some drop time issues, but I love that blue horizontal from Ook.
Yeah, really good. And if he gets another blue horizontal like he's able to right now, he'll be able to take out that red there. And now he can set up a low, drop clear. Wow, the end game just showing up perfectly for Ook with that clear and out at a 6-10.
Yeah, really nice end game there for Ook indeed. The Dave has the potential for this L yeah. We'll see if he goes for it.
Woo!
He does.
Hell
Hell
yeah!
yeah. Love to see that.
Awesome. And his entire right-hand side of the board is now totally cleared out. And this red-yellow, perfect for him to keep this board advancing. Double blue, great. Yeah, the pills are starting to come here for the Dave. This endgame accelerating. So I think he's catching up a little bit, I think, to where he was before.
Yeah, this end game for the Dave has
Hmm.
just been so good. That double red to get the horizontal. Man, anytime you can get two pills at once or two viruses at once, it's a really nice feeling as the Dave added a 655. 19 viruses behind Ook the Librarian at this point, who has a very sloped board, Savage.
Yeah, and this is difficult because the obvious thing here would be to attempt to set up those double blue horizontals. There's one on top of the other, and Ook even looks like he has that piece of garbage on column 3 ready to go in case he is able to get those blues horizontally. But blue is just not coming. I think there's only been one blue pill half in the last 20 viruses. Yikes.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see if you're Ook, but nice L yeah there from the Dave. Followed by another blue horizontal. The blues just coming exactly when the Dave needed to see them. He's brought this down to only an 11 virus deficit now, fixing to be even less. Now a 9 virus deficit. Now again a 9 virus deficit as Ook clears out a virus that I didn't see. Starting to get those blues, but it's still been a big pain point for Ook.
Yeah, and you see that he definitely abandoned that move. Nice swim there from Ook to put that double yellow in a great spot. But still, those blues are still torturing him in the center of the board. He's in the same position that he was before. He gets a really nice sweet T though, and is clearing out the top. Now, I think if I were Ook, I'd be really working on that left-hand side of the board top down, just because you open up those options. Yeah, so like I would be dropping down that blue yellow right away. And
Oh,
that's
oh, you hate to see that.
I do. That hurt me. And but the Dave, man, he has taken the lead here.
Yeah, just 5 viruses now, 4 remaining for the Dave, getting the exact pills that he needs, setting up wisely, setting up that platform to set up the horizontal blue. Just gonna need one more blue, one more red. Um, Electing not to take the drop time because he saw the blues and it worked out for him out at a 909, and we have ourselves a decider in the Silver Championships for February.
Woohoo! All right. This is outstanding, folks. Yeah, Ook says in the chat, hated that 11. We hated it for you.
Hmm.
Those blues in the center, they are haunting.
That was yeah, that you don't wish that on anybody. That was rough.
Mm-hmm. Ook says, ready to do it again?
One more
One
time.
more time!
We have readies from Ook. We have readies from the Dave. I'm excited. Savage is excited, I'm sure. I'm sure chat's excited. We have our 3, 2, 1. Say it with me, Savage.
Bells!
Pills.
Beer, 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 beer. All right. Oof. So much red here for
Yep.
the Dave in the start. And Ook has quite a bit as well, but you see he is using the blue strategically, opening up some space now. Whew. And a nice tuck in the center there in column 4 to clear out those blues, or sorry, the reds at once.
Yep, we're seeing one of those levitating boards for Ook. He's just got that one yellow at the on his bottom row, and then his row 2 only has that horizontal blue setup. It's a really interesting board for Ook. We'll see how he's able to handle that. And he's going to go ahead and clear all that out. So Ook probably looking to potentially fight a little bit of drop time here as he progresses through this level 8.
Yeah, and the Dave, awesome double horizontal there at the bottom of the board. Really was eyeing that for quite some time, that setup. And now he needs a ton of red yellow on the left-hand side, columns 1 and 2. That's really all that he needs. And everything else is sort of used to set up some horizontals at the bottom, kinds of things like that. And he's going to get one next time he uses a yellow there, and he does, sets up another yellow horizontal. So blue really at this point, no use for it, although notice his setup here. As soon as he drops a red there in column 8, it will fall. So nicely done. Meanwhile, last blue for Ook, he was waiting on that for so long, out at a 135.
Yeah, I was watching Ook's board, and he needed a couple blues for a while. Finally able to get him. Ook playing on high speed, and you saw him dropping those reds and those yellows down the center of the board, which, while it is the fastest way to cycle through your pills, it can be dangerous, especially on high speed, if you let that stack get too high. But you saw him abandon that about 3 or 4 rows away from his top line, which is plenty of room to maneuver as the Dave gets into his level 9, about a 210 or so.
Yeah, but what, Dave had a 19 virus deficit going into the last level of the last game, so anything can happen with these two players, and as Ooks likes to say, it probably will. And a nice horizontal there from the Dave. He's working on keeping some blues exposed because there's not really much to do with blues here, and you can work with them on the yellow as well. So nice move so far. He's not getting a lot of red, which is good because he doesn't need a lot of red. Meanwhile, Ook is 16 viruses left to go. He's working on this center here, creating bracket clears so that he doesn't have to take drop time high up with these reds. And he's doing a good job of it, but he needs to get reds, and he needs them now.
Yeah, a lot of red for Ook. That double red, perfect. And I love that he put it in his column 8 to open up that yellow virus. His column 8, it's a little bit of a mini spire now. It's better than it was since he was able to clear out the red pill. The red virus, rather. I know my terminology, I swear.
You got this.
Ook's done a great job here. That double blue, perfect for him to tuck under. Just going to need 3 more yellows. 1, 2 more, he'll be out. And the Dave needing a lot of red. But what a clear that was.
Yeah, let's go. Fat log. And Ook out at about a 348. The Dave, not too far behind. He's going to be out at a 354, just 6 seconds. So not a big deal whatsoever. And he's got an opening horizontal option that he sees. So he's got that taken out right away and able to keep a little bit of diversity on this board. Blue might be an issue coming up pretty soon, but these tuck plays from the Dave, he sees how that blue-red can fit into his plans.
Yeah, this really nice opening from the Dave. Ook, the librarian on the left side, he's been making some really nice plays of his own. Blue had been a bit of an issue for him. There was a lot there. Fortunately, he's been able to clear that out and maintain a 9 virus lead over the Dave as we are here in our penultimate level. And Ook just needing a lot of red and a lot of yellow now. He does have 5 blues remaining, but they're really not that much of importance to him at the moment.
And yeah, Ook's board, it's tricky. You see him shaking his head about it. I think he's got a lot of possibilities here for blue horizontals at the bottom of the board, and he sees it, and he's going to take them in that way. And he's got a nice tuck. I mean, everything here is set up efficiently for this end game. It's just not particularly easy there with that column, column 5, right? Numbers.
Yeah. But I love that clear, though, to drop down. He's able to get that red in there. Out at a 530 for Ook. 9 viruses behind now is the Dave as Ook goes into his final level. But the Dave with a really nice red horizontal setup here. and potentially set up for another blue horizontal down at the bottom of his board. He did pass up the opportunity to go for it with the one set of double blues he got, but he is going to open that back up here, clearing out those yellows horizontally, takes the horizontal blue there. Just going to need a little bit more help, and he'll be out of this level 10.
Mhm. And notice he's got options here. He opened up a horizontal possibility for that blue, and that's what you want to see in your end games. You always want to have options. But wow, so the Dave is about 17 viruses back from Ook. Now, this is not a position that the Dave is a stranger to, and especially if we take a look at Ook's board right now, how much red yellow is on that board. It's going to be tough, and it's all gone now with this double yellow blitz. He does not need it anymore.
Yeah, and not just the red yellow, but the fact that it's entirely, almost entirely on the right side of his board. It's really kind of a precarious situation right now if you're Ook. But as we look at the Dave's board, he's in a little bit of a similar situation. The most of his viruses are on the left side of the board, but it's not as slopey as Ook's is. Really, it's just going to come down to what pills are these players getting? How effectively are they using them? Ook's got to use every bit of red that he gets at this point to use efficiently.
Mm-hmm. And the Dave has got to try to do that same thing. Notice he's got a lot of clears that have very little drop time. I'm curious to see what he does with some of these horizontal doubles, whether he takes them out horizontally or goes vertically. You see that bottom with the blue there for him. Meanwhile, Ook's in a little bit more of a precarious situation because everything is stacked up so high. He's going to really be hoping for a red yellow. And I think that was a position where he had a red yellow before that maybe went the other way. He really liked to have the red part of it in column 7 and the yellow part in column 8. Then the blue will fall down. Let's see if he gets that this time, and he does. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and all of a sudden his board looks so much better. He's got horizontals upon horizontals that he can drop here. He's going to take, well, maybe he's going to take it. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to do Ook things, is what he's going to do.
Well, the Dave now just, oh, you see him get a little bit nervous there. I'm nervous for him because of the situation there at the top of the center of the board. And meanwhile, Ook just needs that one. And he is out at an 827,
Ooh.
and he takes this month's silver bracket.
What a way to end out our silver. That could have gone either way. Ook does take it. Congratulations to him. Congratulations also to the Dave. First of all, for making it to the finals. Second of all, for winning your first ever Dave Bowl.